Alright, it's a little before 6 and I'm gonna do a few miles and hopefully today's okay. I slept pretty bad. My face looks pretty not good right now. But yeah, maybe it'll pick up from here. Maybe it'll be a good run and a good day. We'll see. Just want to say hi. I'll see you later. Good morning. It is Thursday morning and I'm running a little bit late, so I guess things have returned to normal. Yeah. I don't have a whole lot of time to talk because I don't want to be unprofessional. Got my run in this morning, got a phone call or two, and yeah, I have things I definitely want to talk to you about. I've been thinking a lot about electricity and chemistry in a relationship and how it's such a good thing, and how that's actually one of the reasons this is so hard right now, because she and I had so much really positive chemistry. I don't have time to talk about it now, but I will later. I'm excited. Like, I have things I want to talk to you about, and I'm excited to tell you about them. So yeah, have a good day, and I'll talk to you probably from your perspective in a blink. From my perspective, after a full day of work. I hope your day is good too. I'll see you later. And my day is done. I told you it would be fast. From my perspective, it was a pretty tough day. I was really anxious, a lot of anxiety today, and I don't really know why. I don't know if the reality of actually looking for a place to live by myself is setting in, and I'm scared of that. I don't know what it is. I don't miss her in the same way. I'm definitely nervous about seeing her. Like, I'm okay enough right now, and I know that any contact with her will bring me down. So that's the sort of trepidation I feel, you know, sort of walking on that frozen lake, taking like little steps forward, like, am I gonna be okay? Am I gonna be okay? And I know I can swim, girl, but today I don't feel quite so buoyant. I didn't sleep good last night. I was up late with my brother, and then I don't know, I just woke up tired, and I've been tired all day. So I think I'm gonna go home and change my clothes and try and look nicer for this apartment tour. Maybe that's silly, but and figure out what I'm gonna wear. I'm meeting a friend for drinks tonight. It's sort of a nice place, so I wanna make sure I look nice, because I don't have a lot of occasions to get dressed up and look nice now. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I just wanna look nice. I wanna feel nice when I go there. I had a fantasy of getting a suit that fits my current body, but I think that's probably not the best expenditure of money right now. Yeah, so I just want to make sure I look nice. Aside from that, it was a good day at school. All my classes worked pretty darn hard. It's fun. You know, this time of year, it's not teaching so much as facilitating the process of 145 kids. You know, and you look around the room and it's like, what does he need? What does he need? What does she need? My mind is active, and in what order can I help people so as to make them the most efficient and keep the process going. And I love this time of year. And maybe that's maybe that's helping keep me up, because this is the best part of it all. It's hot in this car and I need to get it started. So that's what's coming forward. Checking out a condo, meeting someone. It's funny, like, I've spoken to him a bunch on the phone and we text a lot, but I haven't actually seen him since this hellish nightmare has started. Like, I haven't seen him in 2 months. God, that's weird. He's been an amazing resource to me, virtually. Yeah, sharing space will be cool. I'm looking forward to that. I'm sure I'll be seeing you later. Have a good one. I was not expecting an hour-long conversation with my wife this afternoon. She just showed up to the house, and we got into it, and I don't think she's doing well, I'm not gonna lie. I am rushing to see this condo right now, or I'm sorry, these apartments. I hope they're cool. Yeah, more soon. Oh my God, what a day this has been. So I got home from school and found that she had parked downstairs. The car was down there. I parked kind of close next to it because it's tough to get into the parking spot. Put some clothes in the washer, I did this and that, and then came a rapping on the door. And I knew it could only be one person. It was like tap, tap, tap. And, you know, I threw on some shorts and I opened the door, and there she was standing there, glaring at me. When he ran up to her, and she just bent down. She didn't even say anything to me. She just pet the dog for a while. So I propped the door open and I went about my business, and then she came in at some point, and as expected, we kind of got into it. You know, we sat in the living room and started talking. There was no hug. There was no contact. It's interesting. And we just got into, like, why I ghosted her, why I hurt her by changing the locks. You know, it was me trying to hurt her to lock her out of the place. And no matter how many times I tried to explain that I was that she disrespects me, and that I did it to feel okay, she was not having it. We just came back to, like, the terribleness of me locking out of her house, a place she owns. And even when I corrected her and it was like, we own it, she's like, well, I pay the mortgage on everything. And I'm like, okay.
And then we just got into these like cycles of ranting. She said some pretty painful things and things that don't make sense to me. And I need to sort of journal and review all the things we talked about. But issues such as how feminine I am. And she told me that even her dad and his wife, you know, said that I was really feminine. And I don't know how much I believe that. That was interesting to hear, like hear her put that into words. Things such as, you know, when we went to somebody's house and if there's a spot, you know, if there's a chair open or a spot open on the couch and I sat on the floor, you know, it was just really like submissive and subservient. Like I didn't feel worthy. You know, I was sort of like a kid just sitting on the floor. What do you do with that? Like I can understand her perspective, but that doesn't justify ending a marriage. Like she seems to think like that was an example of behaviors I exhibit that helped her to fall in love with somebody else. You know, of how docile I am, of how soft I am. What do you do with that? We could have worked on that, and she's convinced that we had worked on it. You know, she had said things and it didn't change. I kind of think at this point she's looking for reasons to justify why we are where we are. She billed it as she had a breakthrough that she wanted to tell me about. And I have to remember what she said because there was almost the suggestion that she had something big she wanted to tell me, but since I didn't answer the phone, she didn't tell me. Almost hinting at like, it could have been really good for us. Like maybe ... I'm gonna call bullshit on that. Because if she had wanted to be with me, she would have made it happen. She would have come here. She would have knocked on the door. She would have made us happen. I'll touch more on that later. I'll figure out what was said for sure. For right now, I'm going to take Winnie out. The other thing, though, so my meeting with her overlapped with my meeting to check out a new apartment. So I went late to the meeting and I was very apologetic. And the place is really cool. The first one she showed me was small and I was like, I guess I could live here, but it felt like a college dorm room. It was just all in one space. And then she showed me a slightly bigger one and I was like, oh, hold up. I could live here. Like I could try and redefine my life in this space. I can see the runway at the airport. I can see the water. I can see sunsets. Is it as good a view as where I am now? No. But is it okay? Yeah. Like I could be okay there. And that was almost thrilling to be like, okay, this could be my home. I could live here. It's expensive. And that's the trouble. It's more expensive than I can afford. So I have to look at everything and be like, oh my God, like, can I make this work? And what's the value of being okay? Could I find a sadder place that I could afford where I would just be like, I'm a person in a place? Or is a place I respond to worthwhile? Is it a chance I should take? It's a 13-month lease. Is it one of those things like you can do anything for 13 months or is it reckless? And I don't know because all I want to feel is okay. And I walked in that place and I thought, I could be okay here. Winnie could be okay here. It had great, oh, that's a whole nother story to tell you, but it had gray Malin photographs all over the place. And I kind of have a history with gray Malin. He has any cool thing we've done, any cool trip we've done or place we've gone, when we checked Instagram, Gray Malin has just been there. He's just done it better and cooler than us. So I went today to check out this brand new apartment building that's not even open yet, and Gray Malin was already on the walls. And part of me was like, this is the Omen. Like, yes, I need to move here because it's got the Gray Malin stamp of approval. Like, he's been here. He's blessed it. Like, of course is the place I should move. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking for reasons. It's a pretty cool place, and the view is good, and I could be happy there. So I left a deposit, and I have until Sunday or Monday to decide if I want to move in. And it's so weird because on the one hand, it means I'd move out of this place that I love, love, love. But on the other hand, all talked about today, all she talked about today was needing to sell the condo, needing me to pay her to stay here and needing to sell this place. So we can move forward now. Like I have a place. I have a deposit on a place that I can move into. Should I do it? Probably. I'm going to look at a couple other places in the next few days, but it's cool. And it's airplane themed. And I can see the runway from the airport. And in October, when the 747 comes back, I can watch it land from my house. And it's in a cool part of town. And I won't have a lot of cash to spend on the cool part of town, but it's still very cool. Yeah, that was exciting. My first foray into looking for a place to live, and it went really, really well. I'm going to take the dog out because she's been very patient with me. I will talk to you more later, but scary steps. You know, giving yourself permission to do something for you is frightening when you're used to conferring with someone else. At the end of the day, she thinks I'm weak and soft and mushy. So were I to tomorrow be like, yeah, let's sell the condo because I've got a place I'm excited about, so let's be done with this. I wonder what she would do with that. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. I don't really know. Yeah. More on stuff later. I'm going to go get some food and see my brother and walk the dog. So, cool. Thanks for listening. Okay, bye.